EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Open here, Adam Thielen. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and 3. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And some space here. And all the way down to the 35. 45 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. First down, they go with Mostert again. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Raheem Mostert. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down to the 7-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And things like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try it now with Mostert. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 34 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, Penny was the only decision to make. And it backfired on him in a big way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Once again, it's Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got it there. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, That can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Bridgewater now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll get in, although there is a flag down. But if it's offsides, this is going to stand. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. This is Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Mostert. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it and do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After, right down the middle. And lead that up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.